Hi, live from Dreamforce. I'm Peter Coffey, Vice President for Strategic Research with Salesforce, and we are at the largest, as usual, single vendor technology event on the planet, at an event where bringing data together from a greater variety and a greater number with more immediacy of sourcing of data has never been more front and center. And so I'm really pleased to have the chance today to talk with Ron Wastal, who's the Senior Vice President of Business Development at a wonderful Salesforce partner, namely Jitterbit. Ron, it's so great to have you folks here at Dreamforce. I hope you've had a good one.
We've had a great one. Actually, this is my 13th, and every year I'm just amazed on
myself as well.
How many people are here and the excitement and the energy that comes out of this every
And
day.
we both remember when it was an 8,000 person show and essentially a sales technology show with a small smattering of some other people around the edges. Now, of course, it's a comprehensive platform. I tell people really to understand Salesforce today is not to see it as a family of products at all, but as a data management capability with services for discovery and collaboration and engagement. And of course, this is the way Jitterbit talks about integration, not as point-to-point connectivity among sources and destinations, but as creating, if I may, a language of process and of creation of new value from data. So tell me, what is the Jitterbit vision in the world that Salesforce's ecosystem now really creates for its customers and partners?
Yeah, it's a good question, and I've thought a lot about Customer 360 as it's been positioned out into the market, and I've been a big believer in that for many, many years at many different companies, even before I came to Jitterbit. And I think the idea of integrating data across many different systems to get a holistic view of that customer is not just about the view of the customer, but actually processing the customer across the different departments inside the enterprise. And that's not just the front office or organizations like marketing, sales, and service, but also including finance, right? Including the manufacturing department, the supply chain that has to produce those products and get those products to the customer at the right time. And so pulling that all together and then helping customers figure out how to do that, how to really do a 360 in certain verticals like manufacturing or higher ed or whatever, and helping through the ecosystem that Salesforce has created, help customers make that real is what gets me really excited about coming to Dreamforce and listening to the different approaches everybody has to that.
Well, so often with our partners now, I find them saying that their biggest challenge is not the technology, but customers who essentially want to use the new technology to do the old thing, better, faster, cheaper. So for example, to have the pig through the Python model of data integration that says it originates here and moves to there, and then it moves to there, and then it moves to there. And the idea of a going always, all the time fabric where there is no such thing as a back office. There is no such thing as a non-customer facing function anymore, because customers expect to have input to product design.
Right.
And customers expect to have real-time access to information on inventory and logistics. So constructing the process for your customer now is probably at least as great a challenge as implementing and deploying the technology.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think what customers are looking for too is not just what I should do, but can you tell me how I should do it? What order should I do it in? You know, there's many things you can integrate in an enterprise. Many enterprises have hundreds of systems. The question really is, where's the biggest bang for my buck to get me into this digital enterprise thinking and transforming my business? Should I be integrating this system first or that system first to Salesforce? Where's the biggest win? And how do I show a quick value so I can get people buying in that I'm getting more and more value out of Salesforce by pulling more and more data into it and orchestrating more and more of the process of my customers?
Well, we find, of course, and the reason it's named Customer 360 as opposed to, say, Data 360 is that maintaining a resolute focus on what's the customer benefit outcome, the customer experience enrichment that's resulting, is a compass one can follow without falling into the trap of solving the technical pain point and ignoring what the customer will really see as value. And so that kind of conversation, I mean, you are, in that very important sense, not so much a vendor of a product anymore as you are a transformation partner with an enabling technology.
Right, and I think when you start breaking down the word Customer 360, and I hear Salesforce doing this a lot right now, it gets me excited, is you talk about opportunity to order. Or quote to cash, right? And how do I take that customer through those different journeys across those different systems in those different departments to help them feel like they're not traveling across departments.
Yes.
Right? And so we're really, I found it very good as we start talking at the object layer of how to process this information so the customer, customers think about, I have an order, I have an opportunity. It starts to make it real about how that experience travels across and solves problems for them easy by having that pre-integrated for them.
Well, of course, among the worst things that could ever happen to Salesforce would be if we were perceived as just one of the many enterprise silos out there. And so the vitality and the breadth of our ecosystem of integration partners, of course, including Jitterbit, is such an important part of that message that we are about becoming the fabric of your solution and not just the latest version of your problem.
Right.
So having you here at Dreamforce is just great, Ron. Thank you so much, and I appreciate this chance to illuminate this vision of what integration really is for the Salesforce ecosystem.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it.